Now, like other Microsoft products, you can use font styles, fonts, sizes, colors to make your worksheet more attractive. Um, you also have something called cell styles in this program. So if you hit the More button, you can see we've got normal, bad, good, neutral. You've got all these other different styles: heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and when you click on a cell and you click on you hover over the style, you can preview it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on cell A1, and we're going to change the cell style to title. So we're going to go up here to styles. We're in the home tab here. Styles, press more, title. So our title is Personal Budget Worksheet. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to be clicking A2 and changing the font of A2. So we're going to click the font here, the font arrow, and we are going to find Cambria right here. So we're changing the font here to Cambria. Now, the reason why we use different fonts is to make it more appealing to the reader and to relate or distinguish data in a worksheet. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click A1, and we're going to bold this to make this a little bit stronger, to emphasize it, to make it stand out. And then we're going to do the same thing with A2. Now we're going to change the font size. So with A2 selected, we're going to click the font size, and we're going to change to 14. Okay, we've done similar things in Microsoft Word. Okay, that again makes it a little bit more bigger, so that's the first thing someone should see. Okay, now we're going to change the font. So we're going to click cell A1, and we're going to go to the colors here, and we're going to find blue accent 1 and click on it. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for A2, and since it's been recently used, you can click this, or again you can find blue accent 1, click on it. Now as you can see, A1 has personal budget worksheet, but it's kind of overflowing to these other cells. What we're going to do is we're going to be merging and centering. So the reason why we're doing this is because centering a title across columns that are used in the body of the worksheet just improves the worksheet's appearance. So we're going to select A1, and we're going to click like the middle, hold down the left mouse button, and we're going to go all the way to N1. Okay, we're selecting all of these cells. Then we're going to press the merge and center button. So it's going to merge all of these little cells into one huge cell. It's still called A1. So you've got A1 and O1 right next to each other. So B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, O, M, L, M, N. All of those ones are now joined A1 to make a bigger unit. So we've merged and centered that. Now we're going to do the same thing with A2. So we're going to select A2 through N2, merge and center. Now we're going to format rows using cell styles. So we're going to click A3, and then we're going to select A3 all the way to N3. And we're going to click the cell styles button. We're going to do the more. We're going to point to the heading 1 style, and we're going to click on it. Now we're going to center. So now it definitely looks messed up. We've got income, January, Ebr, and then August, and September, and Ovemb, and Esemb. So obviously we're going to have to make those bigger. Okay, and we centered, so we have to make sure we select, press the center button. This is not center, by the way. This is middle align. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. We're going to select heading 1, center. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select A6 through N6 and change to the total cell style. Same thing here. Select A6 through N6, total cell style. Now we're going to select A19 through N19 with the accent 1 cell style right here. So it should be dark blue with white font. Okay, and then what we're going to do is do A4 through N4. We're going to change it to 20% accent 1. And what it looks like they're going to do is we're going to alternate between these. So we're going to do A9 through N9, A11 through N11, A13 through N13, A15 through N15. If you're like me and you like to do everything all at once, there's a little trick for this. So if you select A9 through N9, if you hold down the control key on your keyboard, you can select adjacent rows. So hold down the control key, select A11 through N11. Hold down the control key, A13 through N13. Hold down the control key, A15 through N15. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Go up to cell styles. Notice these are still selected. And then we're going to change them all at the same time. Now we're going to do the same thing. Select A5 through N5. Hold down control key, A10. Oops, I just messed up. Oh, I pressed the Windows key. That's what I did. Oops. Okay. Let's do this again. A5 through N5. Hold down control key. A10 through N10. Hold down control key. A12 through N12. Hold down control key. A14 through N14. Hold down control key. A16 to N16. We're going to do the same thing, except we're going to do this with 40%. So as you can see, this looks a little bit better. But we're not perfect quite yet. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I want you to go ahead and select the net row here, and I want you to bold it. I think in a step it didn't tell you to do that, but on the example it does. So let's just go with that. Okay, so in the next example, I'm going to show you how to format numbers.